Hey, church family, I have some exciting and wonderful news that I want to share with you. This Sunday, May 24th at 8:30 a.m. and 11 a.m., we're going to be having live in-person worship again. It is going to be so amazing and wonderful to get to see your wonderful smiling faces here on campus and get to see you and participate in worship with you. Now, I want to let you know about some differences for our services coming up than what we've done in the past. First and foremost, we're doing worship only. There's not going to be any Sunday school or any childcare, so no nursery, no preschool, no kids' church. And so at 8:30 a.m. and 11 a.m., we're going to try to accommodate as many people as possible. We've been restricted to 25% capacity of our normal seating capacity. And so here's what we're going to do to allow you to be here and worship with your family and friends. We will have live in-person worship in the sanctuary. And we will have 2 overflow rooms at each service at 8:30 a.m. and 11. So we'll have overflow rooms in the bridge and in room 207. And so we're going to find a place for you to be here to worship with your church family at each service on Sunday. So make plans on which service you're going to be at and try to get here a little early. Like I said, things are going to be a little different. It's going to take a little bit longer for us to get set down, and I'll go through that in just a moment. But we're going to have plenty of space for you to come and be a part. Now, I want to make this clear. If you feel uncertain or uncomfortable about coming and being a part of worship on Sunday, please do not feel like you have to come. We are still going to be live streaming our services on Facebook and on our website, and so you feel free to stay home and to worship with us online. And so we want you to know that we don't want you to come back till you feel comfortable coming back. But we also want to make sure that we're doing things safely and creating a really wonderful environment for you to come back and worship with your family. So here's some recommendations to make Sunday a great day to open up and also to comply with the restrictions that have been set forth by our governor. First and foremost, no childcare. We've said that already, but I want to repeat that. No childcare will be available. We're encouraging you as a family to worship together. Kids are welcome in the service. We love them being there. They're not a distraction. So please, families, come and sit together. But we will not have a nursery. We will not have preschool. We will not have Sunday school or kids' church. So no childcare. Second recommendation is we encourage you to stay home if you or anyone in your family is running a fever or feeling sick. Please don't feel like you have to come. Stay home. We would prefer you to stay home and watch online. We are recommending that you wear masks. We are not requiring it. And so if you feel comfortable wearing a mask, please do. If you don't, we understand that that's your choice. And so we're recommending that you do that, not requiring you to. We're also recommending that we not shake hands, we not hug, we increase our social distance so we can continue to move forward through these phases. We will be seating you and your family, so it's going to take a little longer for everybody to get in. We're going to be seating you and we're going to be social distancing, so we're putting spaces between you and the next family that's coming in, and we'll skip pews to make sure that we're upholding all the regulations that we can. We will be offering hand sanitizer as you come in. We'll have someone spray some hand sanitizer in your hands. You can, scrub those off and be ready to go. Also, we'll be doing offering a little bit different. We will have ushers at the back door as you leave from service, and you can drop your offering into the offering plate that way. Or if you're visiting with us, you can drop off your visitor tear-off sheet. That way we're lessening the amount of things that people are touching. And so just be prepared for that. It's going to be a little bit different. We will not be having a welcome time where we're meeting and greeting and shaking and doing all those kind of things to be in compliance with the regulations. Also, when we leave, as we dismiss from each of those locations, we are recommending that you immediately leave and not congregate in the foyer or wherever you may be and stand around and talk. We are going to be beginning to clean and sanitize for the next service to make sure that everything's prepared. And just a moment about cleaning and sanitizing, I want to tell you that we have done everything as a church that we can do to make Central a safe place. Right before the lockdown happened, as we were having all these things, we had a company come in and they completely sanitized the entire bridge building, the sanctuary, all of the Sunday school classes, every space here, every surface here has been cleaned and sanitized with a 90-day protection on that. And so we're still within that 90 days, but we will be cleaning all the door handles, the bathrooms, everything after every service to make sure that we're just continuing to do best practices. And so as you're leaving, please make sure you leave so that we can get to work on that and prepare for the next service that'll be happening. And before we go, I want to say a couple of things. I know that this is very different. I know that this is going to be a kind of a bittersweet Sunday. We will not all be back together in one room, and there's going to be restrictions that many of us don't appreciate or want, and it's going to feel different. But here's the thing I want to ask of you. Be patient. Be patient with all of us as we're trying to work our way and navigate our way through this. We don't have all the answers, and we don't know how this is going to work on Sunday. And so if you have to wait a couple of minutes to get in and get seated, please be patient with us. Please be patient with some of the things that we're asking you to do, because we just want to be good neighbors and good citizens in our community. And be patient as we begin to roll out different phases of opening, even within the church, to accommodate the guidelines we've been given. So be patient with us, be patient with each other, and I think Sunday will be fantastic. The second thing I would like to say is be flexible. Again, this is not our choosing, and sometimes that makes us very angry or frustrated or upset, but be flexible. We're doing everything that we can to ease back into church and get things opened up so that we can continue to do the things that God wants us to do. So be flexible. If you wanted to be in the sanctuary and you get here and we're full and we have to move to an overflow room, be flexible in that. Just be thankful that people are coming and they're coming to hear the word, and we're filling up and doing that. So be flexible in that for us. And then be sensitive. This time right now has become very heated and unfortunately divided. And so be sensitive to people who are wearing masks if you don't want to wear one. And be sensitive to those who aren't wearing masks if you are wearing one. This is a time for us to show our love and care and concern for each other. And the best way to do that is to remember, not everyone believes like you, not everyone practices like you, but we can all love. And so be sensitive. Be sensitive that Sunday is probably going to be a day of high emotion for a lot of different reasons. High emotion that we're excited to be back, high emotion that this is not going to be the way that we've always wanted to be back, and high emotion that there's a lot of things in this world that we can't control. But Sunday, I really want us to focus on the fact that the Lord has been faithful, the Lord has been good, and we are getting to come back together as a family. And so be sensitive. Be sensitive to all of those things. Prepare your heart now. Begin to pray and ask God to give you the strength, the grace, and the peace to be able to come Sunday and make it about Him and not any of these other things. Because here's the reality. None of these things are as important as us coming together as God's people and worshiping Him and celebrating His goodness, His grace, and His glory. And so I just want to say again, because I don't feel like I say this enough, I love you. I'm thankful to be your pastor. I'm excited to see you on Sunday. And I'm looking forward to how God is going to speak and He's going to move. And we're going to see Him do amazing and wonderful things in our life, in this church, in our city, in this state, in our nation, and all around the world. Thank you for being part of Central. Please be praying for us as we're prepping for this week and next week and in the future. And we appreciate you for being here, and we're excited to see you on Sunday. Have a great day.